Hey guys, this is Miss Pfeiffer. Real quick, I wanted to talk to you guys about quotation marks in your zombie apocalypse creative writing story about how you're going to escape your campus. We do require that you guys have quotation marks, and obviously, or hopefully, you guys know what those are. So these right here, these would be quotation marks. They indicate that someone is communicating out loud for the reader. So that's how you tell your reader one of your characters is speaking out loud. So if you notice, it's not a whole lot of back and forth all at once. You have some information between the talking. This excerpt right here is actually from The Book Thief, which some of our campuses do read, which is why I went ahead and picked it. So the main character here is Liesel, and she is talking to her mama, and they're talking back and forth at this point. So this whole spot right here is mama talking to Liesel. And so notice how when she talks, it's all one piece. It's all one paragraph here. So she starts here. You get some information. She continues talking here. That's why the quotation mark starts up again. And then it ends here. And you know that mama is talking still. So all of this is one person talking. So then when Liesel responds, we start a whole new paragraph. Notice how this new paragraph has started here with Liesel communicating. We don't get her actual quotation until the very end here. And you know that because it has the quotation marks indicated. So this is just more information for your reader, and then you get the quotation mark down here. Now, I also want you to notice that when you have quotation marks, the punctuation goes inside of the quotation marks. Now, that can be a comma, that can be a period, that can be an exclamation mark, it can be a question mark. It can basically be any punctuation that we have, but notice how it's inside of the quotation marks. Now, there is something very specific that I think some of us don't realize when we're using quotation marks. Sometimes you have an event when someone is speaking inside of the quotation mark. So they're quoting something someone else said to them. So if you notice here, Liesel's response to her mama is what? Question mark. The next line, you know mama's going to start talking again because it's shifted to a whole new paragraph, has a new space. And it says, mama shoved her, quote, don't you what me, Salmensch, move it, right? So we have the quotation mark here. We have the quotation mark here to indicate mama is speaking out loud. You have your punctuation down here. But if you guys notice this word here, those aren't technically quotation marks as what you guys would notice. So notice quotation marks have the double. This one only has single, right? Way back in the day, your teachers probably called them bunny ears. That was a pretty popular phrase, so I'll just go ahead and use that. So quotation marks have the two bunny ears to indicate someone, a character, is speaking out loud. The single bunny ears is when your character who is speaking is quoting someone else. So notice you had mama here is the one speaking. She is saying this whole line, but who originally said the what? It was actually Liesel, because if you notice up here, Liesel's the one that says what? So mama is actually quoting Liesel inside of her saying things out loud, which is why we get the single quotation, right? And then down here, you also have someone else talking. You don't know at first, it just says a woman with startled eyes. She saw mama at the gate and said, thank you, Liesel said, but there was no reply. So hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit. If you have any questions, you need to contact your teachers on Canvas and they can give you more information. Good luck, guys.